Well, the basic difference is the science that we use in relation to ingredient selection for the efficacy of the microbiome, and the nutrient ramping technology that we use in terms of creating the nutrient profile in conjunction with the energy density of the food. I don't know of anybody else who has done that work to put all of that together in one parcel of dog food, and it's something that we've been working on for many years. We actually started working on this process of understanding nutrient pathways and the application of nutrients in canine nutrition back in about 1986, I think, from memory. So that's a while back now. So, and that's what actually makes the difference. I can show you some interesting figures on the board in respect to what makes that, how that works. When we talk about having balanced diets and talking about nutrient ratios and building up the microbiome so that it's most effective and most efficient, it shows up in the way the food is actually utilised. And if we were to do a little trial and graph out the results, what we have here across this bottom thing, we mentioned this once before, was various concentrations of nutrients relative to energy in the food. In other words, the energy density of the food. If we have on this side the amount of food that's required by the dog to maintain, up here, and we run our little trial with our different diets on our dogs, and we graph the results, we get a graph that looks like that. In other words, down here where we haven't got a very high degree of concentration of nutrients to energy, it takes a lot of food. And as we increase the density of the food and we get more and more nutrients in, we get our ratios closer and more exact, the amount of food that's required each day drops right away. And then, if we go past this point here and keep on concentrating the food even more, putting more nutrients in relative to the energy content of the food, we start to use more food. And that's what this science is all about. It's all about getting the correct ratio of nutrients to the energy of the food to give us the best result. And this is the really exciting thing about nutrition. It's the only field I've ever found whereby doing it right makes it cheaper, makes it better. Most people will tell you that more is better. So if more is better, you give a bit more and it's supposed to be better still, but it doesn't. It comes down and it comes to this point here, and this point is the correct point to feed. That's the target point that we aim for in putting together a diet. So what that does for your dog, it actually reduces nutritional stress, or it eliminates nutritional stress. And nutritional stress has to be one of the greatest stressors that a dog encounters in its life, particularly when you consider that a dog is a captive fed animal. It only gets what we give it. And if we feed it one sort of food, that's it for its life. So it becomes terribly, terribly important that we find this point, because that's going to give us the best result in the animal. For the dog owner, how do you find the point? That's a $64 million question. What do? Well, you've got to find a manufacturer that's going to make a food that meets this criteria. And that's what we've been concentrating on for the last, what did I say, 1986 did I say? What's that? Oh God, that's a long time. So that's what our aim is. That's what the performance food we make is designed to be that point for your dog.